Hi, how are you today?
Oh, I'm fine.
Oh,
And you?
I'm also fine. I'm so excited to meet you again. All right. So, but before anything else, can you see and hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So, before we continue, by the way, are you ready for our lesson?
Mhm.
Okay, that's great, Ming. So now, before we proceed or continue to our topic, I want you to recall on what you have learned last meeting.
Mhm. We have learned many different jobs, and
Mm.
we can choose from them.
Okay, very good. So can you mention and what are those jobs? Just what did you remember? Just mention just like three jobs that you remember that we've discussed last meeting.
Uh-huh. Um, we uh, you to be a doctor
Mm-hmm.
or a nurse,
Yeah. Okay.
working in hospital or doctor's office.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Thank you so much for that, Amin. You're so good. So now I'll let you see my screen. Okay. Just wait for a moment. Okay. Right. Can you see my screen right now?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So, as you remember, we stop in here, right? But before we continue, I want you to read again the whole story, okay? All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
There are many different jobs that you can choose from. You can be a doctor or a nurse. You could work in a hospital or doctor's office. You might be a firefighter and put out fires. A, a policeman enforce the law. An actor plays roles on stage or in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
You could fly a taxi or be the pilot of an airplane. What kinds of things do you like to do? You might want to be a sales clerk,
Clerk, yeah? Clerk, yeah.
sales
Mm-hmm.
clerks in a store. Maybe you are good at a sport. You could be a paid sports player or a hockey player. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Ming. Okay, thank you so much for reading. Now, I want you to read again this word, hospital.
Hospital,
Okay, very good. How about this one? Doctor's office.
doctor's office,
Okay, perfect. How about this one? Sales.
sales,
Okay, how about this one?
clerks,
Okay, can you read this together? Sales clerk.
sales clerk,
Okay, very good. And how about this one? Baseball.
baseball.
Okay, very good. So now, I'll ask you a random question, okay? Let's see if we can answer, okay? So now, my first question is, how many jobs that you can choose from?
Mm, there are many different jobs that you can choose from.
Okay, very good. So another question, what can you do with many different jobs?
We can choose from.
Okay, very good. Okay, another question. Um, can a doctor work in a hospital?
Yes.
Okay, very
Yeah.
good. And another question. Where does a nurse work?
Mm, hospital, hospital or
Okay.
doctor's office.
Okay, very good. So it is hospital or doctor's office. Okay. Another question. What does a firefighter do?
A firefighter busting out fires.
Okay, very good. So firefighter put out fires. Okay, another question. Hmm. Who plays role on stage?
A actor.
Okay, very good. So an actor plays roles on stage. Okay, another question. Who works in a store?
Sales sales clerks.
Okay, very good. Another question. Hmm, could you be a baseball player?
Yes,
Okay. How about a hockey player? Could you be a hockey player?
yes.
Okay, very good. So another question. Who flies an airplane?
Um, a pilot.
Okay, very good. How about a taxi? Who drives a taxi?
Taxi driver.
Okay, very good. A taxi driver drives a taxi. Okay.
Yeah.
What else? Another question. Who enforces the law?
A policeman.
Okay, very good. So now, thank you for answering all of my question. And do you have any question about the story before we proceed? Mhm.
No.
Okay, so let us now proceed to the next slide. Okay, can you please read the words in the upper left side of the screen? This one.
Phrases and collocation.
Okay, very good. So are you familiar with this word, these phrases and collocations? On what is the meaning of this?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's great. So now, as you can see in here, there are blanks, right? So what you are going to do is that you are going to fill in the blanks. And after that, make sure that the answer is correct. And after that, you are going to read again the whole story with the correct answer, okay? So are you
Mhm.
ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, that's great. So let's start with the first here.
There are many different jobs that you can choose from.
Okay, very good. Okay, good job. How about this one?
You can be a doctor or a nurse. You could be you could
Hmm.
work. You could.
Yes. Okay, you continue. You got the answer.
You could work a hospital.
Okay, okay, very good. So now, your answer is correct. You could work, but you missed the in. Okay, you could work in a hospital. Okay,
Uh,
so one more time.
you could work in a hospital or doctor's office.
Okay, very good. So another, this one.
You might be a firefighter and put out fire.
Okay, very good. So you continue
A,
reading.
a policeman enforces the law.
Okay, how about this one?
An actor plays roles in, in stage.
All right, so this one. An actor
Plays
plays
roles
roles on stage. Okay,
on.
on stage. Okay, all right. So, can you please repeat this?
An actor plays roles on stage or in the movies.
Okay, perfect. You continue.
You could ride a taxi or be a pilot of an airplane.
Okay, very good. Can you please read this one again? Taxi.
Taxi.
Okay, perfect. So now, let us proceed to the next sentences.
What kind of things do you like to do?
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Um, you could.
Mm-hmm.
You want. You want to be. Okay.
Okay, you might want. Okay, you might want to be. Okay, one more time.
You might want to be a sales clerk in
O-
a store.
Okay.
Uh, if you are good as a sport, you could be a paid sports player or a hockey player.
Okay, very good. So here you will put the right answer in here is
Maybe.
maybe. Yeah, very good.
Okay.
So now I want you to repeat this story and make sure that you will got the correct answer, okay? You start.
Mhm.
You start. Okay. Oops, yeah. All right. So you start.
Yeah. We
Yeah, I want you to repeat reading the story, and at this time, I want you to make it perfect. Okay? the fill in the blanks. All right. So you start. By the way, would you like me to do first the reading after you? Would you like me to fill in the blank first before you, or you would like to do it right now? What do you want? Did you remember the answers on the blanks?
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, can you please read all of the story again with the right answer?
Mm-hmm. We repeat.
Yeah, yeah, repeat. Yeah, we are going to repeat. Okay, you start.
There are many different jobs that you can choose from.
Mm-hmm,
You
very
can
good.
be a doctor or a nurse. You could you could work in a hospital or doctor's office. You
All
might be
right.
a firefighter and put out fire. A policeman enforces the law. An actor plays roles on stage or in the movies. You could ride the taxis. You could ride a taxi or be a pilot of an airplane. What kind of thing do you like to do? You might want to be a sell gloves in a store. Maybe you are good at a sport. You could be a baseball player or a hockey player.
Okay, very good, Mig. You actually did it. Perfect. Okay, very
Yeah.
good. Good job. So now I want you to repeat again this word, taxi.
Taxi. Taxi.
Okay, so not taxis, but only taxi. Okay, one more time. Taxi.
Taxi.
Okay,
Taxi.
very good.
You could
Okay,
ride a taxi.
yeah, perfect. Okay, now let us proceed to the next slide. Okay, so as you can see in here, again, it is all about vocabulary. Can you please read again the vocabulary?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Vocabulary.
Okay, perfect. So now, can you please read all of the words in here? You start in here.
Mhm. Carpenter.
Okay,
Carpenter.
okay, carpenter. Okay, one more time.
Carpenter.
Okay, very good. How about
Carpenter.
this? Very good. How about this one?
Better. Veterin- Veterinarian. Veterinarian.
Okay, perfect. Veterinarian. Okay, how about this one?
Mechanic.
Okay, perfect. How about this one?
Steward.
All right,
Stu,
stewardess. Okay, one more time.
stewardess.
Okay,
Stewardess.
perfect. So now, let us go first or go back to the word carpenter. Okay, so can you please read again this word?
Carpenter.
Okay, very good.
Uh,
Are you familiar with this word? Can you define for me on what is carpenter?
mm, persons work in wood. Yeah.
All right.
Make.
Mm-hmm. So a person works, what you mentioned earlier, a person who works on,
Uh,
did you say woods?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, the idea is there. Okay, so yeah, you're good. Carpenter is working with using woods. Okay, so anyway, let me just go ahead and define it for you. Okay, this is that it's a person who makes, yeah, and repairs. Wait, repairs wooden. Okay, so you've mentioned earlier wood. Okay, wooden objects and
Uh,
structures. Okay, structures. All right. So can you please read the definition in here?
a person who makes and repair wooden objects and structures.
Yeah. Structures.
Structure.
Yeah. Structures. Chores.
Structure.
Yeah, very good. That's it. So this is the meaning of a carpenter, okay? So now, since you would know already what is the meaning of a carpenter, I want you to make a sentence using the word carpenter. You start.
Mm, a carpenter Make wooden become
Makes, yes. Did you mention a carpenter makes what?
table.
Okay, very good. Okay, I mean a carpenter makes. Let's just make sure that is what wooden table. Okay. All right. A carpenter makes a wooden table. Okay, so we're going to just indicate the wooden in there. Okay, because when you say carpenter, they are using woods when they making an object, right? Okay, so very good, very good. Can you please read again the sentence that you make?
Yes. A carpenter makes a wooden table.
Okay, very good. So, do you have any question about this word, carpenter? Do you have
No.
any? Okay, okay, that's great. So now let us proceed to the next word. Can you read this again?
Veterinarian.
Okay, veterinarian. Okay, one more time.
Veterinarian.
Okay, perfect. So
V.
now, very good. Are you familiar with this word? Can you define for me in what is veterinarian?
I think veterinarians
Mm-hmm.
uh, help help animal help animal healthy.
Oh, very good. So you've mentioned earlier that keeps. Did you mention keep animals healthy?
Yeah.
Okay, keeps animals healthy, or shall we say? Okay, shall we say? Shall we say it is also a person, or a doctor? Okay,
Mhm. A
also
doctor
or
animal.
a doctor of an animals. Okay, a doctor of animals. All right. Keeps animals healthy and a doctor of animals. Okay, so that is the definition of veterinarian. Okay, now I want you to make a sentence again using the word veterinarian.
Mm-hmm. Uh, my my cat to be ill, and veterinarians
Yeah.
have is have is healthy.
Okay, very good. So you mentioned earlier, okay, my cat is. We'll try to rephrase the sentence that you make. Okay, my cat, my cat is very ill. Okay, so very ill, and the let me just the veterinarian just say you mentioned earlier that something like keep it healthy, right? The cat I mean the veterinarian makes your cat healthy. So, okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's just rephrase that one. My cat is very ill, so that is why we're going to make it as one sentence. Okay, my cat is very ill. That is why the veterinarian what you call this my cat is very ill. That is why the veterinarian um let's try to change the word healthy. Okay, because when we say healthy, so your cat is very ill already. So it means that your cat is not healthy. So we'll try to use another word. So let's try this. My cat is very ill. That is why the veterinarian um, give something like
Uh-huh.
gives medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like gives medicine because your cat is ill. So the best thing that a veterinarian can do is that to gives medicine for your cat to be healed. Okay, all right. So my cat is very ill. That is why the veterinarian gives medicine. Okay, so can you please read these sentences in here?
Yes. My cat is very ill. That is why the
Mm-hmm.
veter,
Veterinarian.
vet, veterinarian give medicine.
Okay, so now let's try to make a sentence using the word healthy, okay? With having this word veterinarian, okay? We're going to use the healthy because your sentence is correct earlier, okay? We'll try to make a sentence using that one. So the veterinarian, so we'll try to make this. Um, hmm, oops, control. The veterinarian mm, keeps something like, oh, I'm so sorry. Keeps my cat healthy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's it. So, the veterinarian keeps my cat healthy. All right. Can you please read the sentence?
Yes. The veterinarian keeps my cat healthy.
All right. So, if you're going to connect this to the first sentence, like my cat is very ill, that is why the veterinarian gives medicine. So, after that, the
Mm-hmm.
result would be the veterinarian keeps my cat healthy. All right.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. Thank you so much for your idea, Ming. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, do you have any question about the word veterinarian?
No. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, now let us proceed to the third word. Can you please read this one?
Mechanic.
Okay. Very good. Mechanic. Are you familiar with the word mechanic?
Uh, uh, Mechanic is a person who work in company in
Mm-hmm. Okay. And yeah, yeah, you're correct. Something like a person who works in a company. So
was
yeah. Do you want to add or some definition? Do you have in mind? You just share if what you have on your mind right now. Yeah, aside from a mechanic is working in a company. So what do you think is their job in that company? What do you think?
mm-hmm, I think
Like, mm-hmm.
no, I
Okay.
don't know.
Do you think? Repairs? Okay. And I'll let you see the meaning, okay? Repairs and maintain machinery, okay? So there,
Machine.
yeah, very good. That's it. So can you please read the meaning of mechanic?
Yes. Mechanic, a person who repairs and maintains
Machinery.
machinery. Yeah.
Okay, very good. So that is their job to repair and maintain the machine on that company, okay? So now, I want you to make a sentence using the word mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, all right.
Uh, a mechanic produce uh, make produce.
Okay, just take your time, Ming. Go. Anyway, just take your time. I'll wait for you.
No, I don't think.
All right. So, would you like me to what do you call this? Make a sentence first, and you will follow. Okay. I'll give you an example. Just a simple sentence. Excuse me. Okay, let's say I am not a mechanic. Oh, right. As you can see, it's just a
Uh-huh.
simple. It's just a simple, right? Simple. What you call this sentence? Okay. Can you please try to read this sentence?
Yes,
Okay.
I am not a mechanic.
Okay. So simple as that. Okay. So just don't make your life difficult. All right, you can just make a simple sentence. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now it's your turn to make a sentence.
My company have many mechanics.
Oh, that's great. My company, yeah, has many mechanic. All right. Okay, that's great. Okay, can you please read again the sentence that you made?
Uh-huh. My company has many mechanics.
Okay, your sentence is very good. Okay, that's great. Okay, so good job, Ming. So now let us proceed to the next word. Let's say the
Yeah.
last word in here. Okay, can you please read this one again?
Stewardess.
Okay, stewardess. Okay, one more time. Stewardess.
Stewardess.
Okay, perfect. So now are you?
Stewardess.
Yeah, very good. Ming, so are you familiar with this word? What do you think is
Uh-huh.
the meaning of this stewardess? Mhm.
Stewardess. A person who's work in airplane and have got work in airplane.
Yeah, very good. Work in airplane. Aside from a pilot, there is also stewardess who are going to look after with the passenger, right? Okay, so very good. Okay, that is the meaning of stewardess. So now I want you to make a sentence using the word stewardess.
Stewardess is very beautiful.
Okay, very good.
Uh-huh.
As a stewardess, you mentioned earlier, something like a stewardess. Oh, yeah, a stewardess is very beautiful, right? Very beautiful, all right? Here. So, kindly read again the sentence that you make.
A stewardess is very beautiful.
All right, very good. So, as you can observe, really those stewardess are very beautiful, all right? And they are tall, like you can't really keep an eye on them, right? If you can see a
Yeah.
stewardess, basically they're so beautiful. Like you keep
Yeah.
something like they can put a smile on those passenger, right? Okay, very
Mm-hmm.
good. Ming, your sentence very good. Okay, so do you have any question about those vocabularies?
No? Yeah.
Okay. All right, but before we proceed, I want you to read again the vocabularies in here. All of this, okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Carpenter.
Hmm.
Carpenter.
All right. How about
Uh,
this
uh,
one?
veterinarian.
Okay,
Veterinarian. Yeah.
very good. How about this one?
Mechanic.
Perfect. This one.
Uh, stew- s- stewardess.
Okay, stewardess.
Stewardess. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Stewardess.
Okay, very good. Ming, now let us proceed to the next slide here. Okay, can you read again this upper left side of the screen, this word in here?
Yeah. Story.
Okay, very good. So now I'll let you listen first again the story, okay? All right, so let's start. Hmm, it's all right now.
Being a dentist is a good job. A dentist fixes teeth. If you are good at arguing, you might want to be a lawyer.
Mhm.
Do you like to fix people's hair? You could be a hairdresser or a barber. If you are good with your hands, you might want to be a carpenter or a mechanic. If you like to travel, you could be a stewardess or a travel agent. You could be a teacher or a photographer.
All right. Okay, Ming, did you understand the story or would you like to listen again to the story?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll let you listen again to the story, okay? Before I'll ask you a question, okay? Let's
Mm-hmm.
start.
Being a dentist is a good job. A dentist fixes teeth. If you are good at arguing, you might want to be a lawyer. Do you like to fix people's hair? You could be a hairdresser or a barber. If you are good with your hands, you might want to be a carpenter or a mechanic. If you like to travel, you could be a stewardess or a travel agent. You could be a teacher or a photographer.
All right. So now, Ming, I will ask you a question, okay? So what is a good job?
Mm-hmm. Dentist, a
Oh,
dentist.
okay, very good. Another question. What might you do if you are good at arguing?
Uh-huh. You might want to be a lawyer.
Okay, very good. So another question. What does a hairdresser do?
Mm, fix people's hair.
Okay, very good. So another question. Um, who might want to be a carpenter? Who might be a carpenter?
Me?
Oh yeah, very good. You or me or something like
Yeah.
that. Okay, very good. So another question. Who should be um? Let me just rephrase that one. If hmm, another question. Okay, now, excuse me. Does a travel agent um likes to travel? Okay, I'm going to repeat the question. Does a travel agent likes to travel?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Okay, very good. So you really did answer all of my questions correctly. Okay, now let us go first to each sentence. Okay, so that we will know how to pronounce this. Okay, so let's start. I'll let you hear the audio.
Mhm.
Whoa. Oh, what happened? It's not working. I'm so sorry for that. Okay, now it's working.
Being a dentist is a good job. A dentist fixes teeth.
Okay, so one more time.
Being a dentist is a good job. A dentist fixes teeth.
Okay, so now, Ming, it's your turn to read the sentences.
Yeah. Being a dentist is a good job. A dentist fixes teeth.
Okay, very good. Can you please read this one again? Fixes.
Fixes.
Okay,
Fixes.
here. Mm-hmm. All right. So
Fixes.
it's yeah, it spells like this, right? It's fixes. Okay, but you are going to pronounce it this way. It's just like wait, fix here, fix, and then says. Okay. So now, can you please read this one?
Fixes.
Okay, very good. So that is how this word pronounced. As you can see, the spelling is just Fixes, but if you are going to read this, this is how it read. Okay, fixes. One more time.
Fixes.
Okay, very good. Okay, let's go back here. Can you please read again the sentences?
Yeah. Mm. Being a dentist is a good job. A dentist fixes teeth.
Okay, very good. Okay, can you please read this one again? Dentist.
Dentist.
Okay, very good. So now, did you understand the first sentence?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, that's great. So here are my questions. So number one, um, is being a dentist a good job?
Yes.
All right, very good. Okay, another question. Um, is being a dentist a bad job?
Mm. No, a good job. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. So a dentist is a good job, not a bad job. Okay, another question. Um, what does a dentist do?
A dentist fixes teeth.
Okay, very good. So a job of a dentist is to fix teeth. Okay, another question. Um, does a dentist fix nose?
No,
All
no.
right. Okay, it's because their job is to fix teeth. Okay, another
Yeah.
question. Um, is it a good job to fix teeth?
This is
Yeah.
what is
All
is.
right. I will repeat the question, okay?
Uh-huh.
Is it a good job to fixing teeth?
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay, very good. Yeah, it is very good job because your teeth will going to be clean, all right? So dentist is very good or something like a good job. Okay, now, do you have any question about the first sentences?
No.
Okay, so let us now proceed to the second. Great.
If you are good at arguing, you might want to be a lawyer.
All right. So one more time.
If you are good at arguing, you might want to be a lawyer.
Okay, so now Ming, it's your turn to read.
Yes. If you are good at arguing, arguing,
Arguing. Mm-hmm.
arguing.
Mm-hmm.
If you are good at arguing, you might want to be a lawyer.
Okay,
Lawyer.
very good. Mm-hmm. Can you please read this one again?
Arguing.
Okay, very good. So do not forget about that, okay? Here. So it spells like this, right? Arguing. So you are going to pronounce it this way. R, then gu, and then wing. Arguing. Okay,
Arguing. Yeah.
arguing. Yeah. Argue, something, argue. Oh, no, no, no. Let me just rephrase this one. This one. Argue, like argue, wing. Okay?
Arguing. Yeah.
Okay, can you please read this one again?
Arguing.
Okay, perfect. Okay, that is how this word being pronounced. Okay, so here, my questions are, um, do you have to be good at arguing to be a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So, um, are you familiar with the saying, lawyer is a liar? I something like lawyer is a good liar. So, are you agree with that? That a lawyer is a good liar?
Liar.
Yeah, do you agree with that?
No. Good. Arguing.
Yeah. When you say lawyer, you know that their job is to what you call defend their like their customer, right? So they are good at arguing and also they are good in lying, right? Are you familiar with the word lie?
No.
Okay, when I say lie, something like not saying the what you call this the right thing. Not saying or shall we say not saying the correct information. That is the meaning of lie, okay? Here.
Uh,
All right. Okay, so when we say lie, it spells like this, right? It's lie. Okay?
mm-hmm.
So when we say lie, um not saying
Not saying true.
the correct
Aha. Okay.
information
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
because you're lying. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
All right. For example, I ask you, where did you go? And then you said that I went to my office, and then
Mm-hmm.
the and then that and not knowing that you really did went to the mall, right? So that's it. When you say something that is not correct or not right, okay? So
Mm-hmm.
that is lie. All right.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So now here. Okay. So another question. Is it good to be is it good let me repeat. Is it good is it a good job to be a lawyer?
Yeah. Mm,
Okay,
I think.
there.
I think
All
so.
right, very good. So basically all of the job is a good job, okay? It's depend on you on how you handle your job, okay? All right. So, very good, Ming. So now let us proceed to the third sentences. All right. So, let's wait for a moment. Oh, what happened? I'm so sorry about this, Ming. Wait. It's not working. Anyway, let me just go ahead and read instead, okay? Oh, it's working now. Here. All right.
Do you like to fix people's hair? You could be a hairdresser or a barber.
All right. So, one more time.
Do you like to fix people's hair? You could be a hairdresser or a barber.
All right. Okay. Now, Ming, can you please read the sentences?
Yes. Do you like to fix people's hair? You could be a hair hairdressers, or a piper.
Okay. So now, can you please read this one again? Fix.
Fix,
Fix.
fix,
Okay.
fix.
As you can observe earlier, this word, this one, it's just the same, right? So we are going to just here
Fix,
um read this way, okay? Fix. Okay, I'm so sorry. Fix.
fix, fix. Yeah,
Okay, very good. Can you read this one again?
fix.
Okay, perfect, Ming. Okay, let's go back. And how about this one? Hairdresser.
Hairdressers,
Okay, perfect. How about this one?
barber,
Okay, barber. One more time. Barber.
barber.
Okay, perfect. So now can you please read again the sentences?
Do you like to fix people's hairs? You could be a hairdresser or a barber.
Okay, very good. So my questions are, what does a hairdresser do?
Um, they are hairdressers
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
uh, to fix people's hair.
Okay, very good. So when say hairdresser, their job is to fix people's hair. Okay, very good, Ming. So another question. Does a barber fix people's hair?
Yes, they do.
Okay, very good. So a barber and a hairdresser are going to fix people's hair. Okay, another question. Who fixes people's hair?
Uh-huh. Hair, me, you, me, and you.
All right. Yeah. Yeah,
Hair,
that's
hair,
great.
hairdressers or barber.
Yeah. All right. Very good. So if you're a hairdresser or I am a barber, then we can actually fix people's hair. Okay, very good, Ming. Okay, another question. Should I be a hairdresser if I like to fix people's hair?
Yes, we should.
Okay, very good. Because if you really like to fix people's hair, then you are a hairdresser or a barber. Okay, so very good, Ming. So do you have any question about this slide? I mean, I'm so sorry, in this sentences.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so let us proceed to the next. Okay.
If you are good with your hands, you might want to be a carpenter or a mechanic.
Okay, so one more time. Mm-hmm.
If you are good with your hands, you might want to be a carpenter or a mechanic.
Okay, so now Ming, it's your turn to read the sentences.
Yeah. If you are good with your hands, you might want to be a carpenter or a mechanic.
Okay, very good. So if you are good with your hands, you might want to be a carpenter or a mechanic, okay? So now, my questions are, who might want to be a carpenter?
Me.
All right.
Um,
Okay, very good. You or me. Okay, very good. So another question. What is a mechanic good with?
uh-huh. Uh, a mechanic work with
With their hands, okay?
their hand. Yeah.
Okay, very good. So if you're a mechanic, you're good with your hands because okay, when we say carpenter and or a mechanic, they are using their hands to make something, right? For example, a carpenter when they what do you call this? Make a table. So they are going to use their hands, all right? Using those woods, right? Because we
Yeah.
have mentioned earlier about the carpenter. They make object which like wooden objects, okay? So now another question. Is a carpenter good with his eyes?
No.
All
No.
right. Okay, very good because they are good with their hands.
Yeah.
But when they use I mean when they use I mean when they make what do you call this object, of course they're also using their eyes, right? But the best thing that a carpenter have a skill is that they are good with their hands, okay? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
very good. Very good, Ming. So now, do you have any question about these sentences?
No. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let us proceed to the I mean not the last but second to the last word or sentences here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start. Mm, okay.
If you like to travel, you could be a stewardess or a travel agent.
All right. So one more time.
If you like to travel, you could be a stewardess or a travel agent.
Okay, so now it's your turn to read.
Yeah. If you like to travel, you could be a stewardess or travel agent.
Okay, very good. So if you like to travel, you could be a stewardess or a travel agent. Okay, one more time.
If you like to travel, you could be a stewardess or travel agent.
Okay, very good. Can you please read this one again? Could.
Good.
Okay, perfect. This one again. Stewardess.
Stewardess.
Okay, one more time. Read the whole sentences.
If you like to travel, you could be a steward. You could be a stewardess or travel agent.
Okay, very good, Ming. So now these are my questions. Um, what should I be if I like to travel?
Mm, you could be a stewardess or a travel agent.
Okay, very good. I could be a stewardess or a travel agent if I want to travel. Okay, very good. So another question. What might stewardess like to do?
Uh-huh. Uh, like to travel.
Okay, very good because that is their job. Okay, they are yeah they are on inside the plane. All right. So now
Mhm.
another question. Um, does a travel agent um like to travel?
Yes, yes, they do.
Okay, very
Yes.
good. How about a travel agent? Do they love to travel also?
Travel agents.
Yeah. Do they like to travel also?
Um, yeah.
Okay, very good. Because as you can see in there, they are a travel agent. So from the word travel, so they love to travel. Okay, so all right. So do you have any question about this?
No.
Okay, so let us now proceed to the last sentence in here. Okay, let's start. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's not working. What happened? Okay. All right, it's working now.
You could be a teacher or a photographer.
Okay, so one more time.
You could be a teacher or a photographer.
Okay, I'm very good. What happened to me? Okay, now can you please read the sentence?
Yeah. You could be a teacher or photographer.
Okay, very good. So one more time, photographer.
Photographer.
Okay, very good. So the whole sentence.
You could be a teacher or photographer.
Okay, very good. Can you please read this one? Teacher.
Teacher.
Okay, perfect. So now my questions are what here. If I what job could I be?
Mm,
Okay,
you could
what?
be a teacher or photographer.
Okay, very good. So now, thank you so much for what you call this answering the question. So here, another question or the last question, okay? If I will let you choose between these jobs, the teacher and photographer, what would you pick?
Mm, teacher.
Okay, so can you explain why would you like to be a teacher instead of being a photographer?
I think I could be a teacher and I don't like photographer.
All right. So it means that you love to teach, right?
Uh,
Okay. Okay, thank you so much for that. Um Ming, okay, now, since this is the last sentences in here, so we're done with the story. So, but before we proceed, I want you to read again the whole story.
yeah. Uh, being being a dentist is a good job. A dentist fixes teeth. If you are good as uh, if you
Arguing.
arguing,
All
if you
right.
are good at arguing, you might want to be a lawyer. Do you like to fix people's hair? You could be a hairdresser or a barber. If you are good with your hands, you might want to be a carpenter or a mechanic. If you like to travel, you could be a stewardess or travel agent. You could be a you could be a teacher. You could be a teacher or a photographer.
Okay, very good. So can you please read this one again? This one
Could,
could.
could.
Could. All right, very good. So now I'll ask you random questions. Okay, let's see if you can answer now. Okay, first question. All right, first question. Is being a dentist a good job?
Yes,
Okay, very good. So, does a dentist fix nose?
no. A dentist fix teeth.
Okay, very good. Means another question. What might you do if you are good at arguing?
Uh, I might want to be a lawyer.
Okay, very good. So, what does a hairdresser do?
A hairdresser fix people's hair.
Okay, very good. So, who might want to be a carpenter?
Uh, people are good with their hands.
Okay, very good. So, those people that are good with their hands. Okay, very good. So, another question. Who is, what is mechanic good with?
Good with their hands.
Okay, very good. So, just like a carpenter, okay, they are good with their hands. Okay, another question. Um, what might a stewardess like to do?
A stewardess like to travel.
Okay, very good. So, another question. Mm-hmm. Who fixes people's hair?
Uh, a, a hairdresser or a packer.
Okay, very good. So, now, um, I will ask you again random question, but
Mhm,
at this time I will not let you see the story, okay? So let's
mhm.
see if you can remember. Okay, let's start. Okay, now. Oh. I'm just going to cover, all right? So here, another question or first question without looking at the story. Okay. What might you do if you want, I mean, what might you do if you are good at arguing?
Uh, I might be a lawyer.
Okay, very good. Good job. Okay, another question. What does a hairdresser do?
Mm, a hairdresser to fix hairs, people's hair, to fix
Okay,
people's.
very good. You really did remember. Okay, another question. Should I be a hairdresser if I like to fix people's hair?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So, who might want to be a carpenter?
Uh, people could, people who could their hands.
Okay, very good. So, those people who are good with their hands. Okay, another question. What should I be if I like to travel?
You you should be a stewardess or travel agent.
Okay, very good. Okay, so another question. What is a good job?
Dentist.
Okay, perfect. Okay, now you really did answer all of my questions correctly. Okay, very
Yeah.
good, Ning. Good job. So now, since it's almost time, so let's just stop in here, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, but before we end, I want you to shall we say, share on what you have learned for today.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah. I share you. I want to see. I choose. I choose my job. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so can you what do you call this? Share on what you have learned for today. Just remember or what is the story all about? Can you share something about that? On what is the story all about?
Mm-hmm. Okay. You could be
All right. All right. It's okay. It's okay. But anyway, do you understand what is the meaning of learn? Do you understand the meaning of learn?
meaning
Yeah. What do you mean by learn?
learn. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, okay. So, can you share on what have you learned for today?
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Give many many job. Yeah.
Okay.
Many job
Uh,
and story and if if I good at my hands or my
mm-hmm.
appealing or if if I want to I like to travel I
Mm-hmm.
I could be a stewardess and, anything. Yeah.
All right. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing, Ming. So, for quick feedback, you're really good. Just like what I've said, yeah, what I have said on the last meeting, you're really good. Here, though there are with your pronunciation, most of the words you really pronounce well, but there are also words that you mispronounce, but just a few words, okay? Just like this, let's just go back to the words that you mispronounce, okay? Can you please read this one again?
Pixels.
Okay, very good. How about this one?
Appealing.
Okay, perfect. How about this one?
Fix.
Mhm.
Fix.
Okay, perfect. So that is just the only words that you mispronounce, okay? But overall, you're so good with the vocabulary and making a sentence and the way you pronounce words and make a sentence, okay? And when you read the story, yeah, the intonation is, yeah, quite rarely correct. Okay, so that's good in you. Okay, so did you enjoy our class for today?
Yes.
Okay, I also did really enjoy. Okay, so I hope I'll see you on tomorrow, all right? Okay, tomorrow
Yes,
we'll
see you
meet tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Okay, so thank you so much for your time, Ming. And yeah, you can rest now. Yeah, if you want to rest and then do the things that you want to do. And yeah, okay, bye bye for now. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Goodbye. Thank you. I'll see